Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Watch team is here with your update on the tropics. We're going to be doing a live tropical update. We're going to be talking about Cyclone Mandous as it is closing in on southeast India. Alright, let's get right into it. So currently, this is the latest information. This is based on the Hurricane Watch team's analysis of the storm. So we do believe the winds are around 70 to 75 miles per hour. That's about 65 knots, around 120 kilometers an hour. We believe the air pressure has dropped to about 984 millibars. And then, as you can see, this is the latest satellite imagery of Cyclone Mandous as it is closing in on southeast India. So flash flooding is going to really remain the biggest threat. So due to the storm's broad nature, the heavy rainfall is expected to occur over a very large area of southern India, specifically southeast India and Sri Lanka, with high rain rates leading to flash flooding in susceptible areas. General flooding hazards will also remain a factor through this entire weekend. Tamil Nadu, one of the states there in southern India, is gonna expect the biggest impacts from this storm, as we do believe that is the state in which it is going to make landfall here. It is expected to make landfall roughly tomorrow at around 1800 UTC. I don't know what that is in Indian time off the top of my head. Excuse me. Right now, this is the latest forecast code from the Indian Meteorological Department. They are pretty far off in terms of what the intensity is. We do believe the storm is going to make landfall with winds between 40 and 45 knots. That's about 45 to 50 miles per hour. The wind is not going to be the biggest threat. We do believe that the biggest threat will continue to remain that flooding. There may be some storm surge, a couple feet or so, but it's not going, 5, 6, 7 feet. But we don't expect storm surge to be the biggest threat. It is a threat, but not the biggest. Another thing we're going to have to be worrying about is tornadoes. The outer bands of these systems, they can spin up tornadoes. So currently, as you can see here is, it is in its strongest intensity right here. As you can see, that they are expecting it to peak around 60 knots, about 60 miles per hour right there. We believe it's a little bit stronger just based on the satellite imagery that we're seeing. Deep convection right now near the center. We're seeing good outflow. We're seeing it rotating, so it's got the ideal structure of around a 60 knot tropical system cyclone, 70 miles per hour. So it's a decently strong system. Rain accumulations. This is the European model, a model that is usually more reliable than the American model. So as you can see here, according to the European model, there is lots of moisture with this system that is going to make its way into India. 200 to 250 millimeters is expected, specifically along the coast. But as you can see, it's really mainly along the coast. Elsewhere, as it continues to move over, west over India, about 100 millimeters of rain is going to be one of the biggest threats. We're going to be dealing with landslides, mudslides. Lots of heavy rain over a short period of time leads to the weakening of land on a mountain. So you get landslides and mudslides similar to an avalanche. That's in the mountains, though. The American model shows much less rain, 100 to 150 millimeters of rain near the area of landfall. As it continues to go west, that dwindles down 50 to 75 millimeters of rain across portions of where the storm is going to make landfall over southern India. Weather model guidance, as you can see here, the shear is going to go up and then it's going to go down. It's going to go up and down. It's basically what they're saying. General humidity is going to be dwindling downwards as the storm continues to progress. to the west. We do believe there could be some more intensity a little bit with this system as it continues to make its way to the northwest. And the sea surface temperatures are actually at their highest. Expected to start cooling down as the storm continues to move to the west. So we got sea surface temperatures are cooling down as it's making its way towards India. Humidity is going down, and wind shear is going to drop, and then it's just going to skyrocket. But by the time it makes landfall, it's just going to continue to rise. So you can support us, only $1 a month through Patreon. The link is in the description below. Please comment any comments, questions, or concerns that you have. We will be answering questions. But I do want to point out that the biggest threat is going to be the flooding. The flash flooding is going to be by far the biggest threat with this. Flash flooding, lots of heavy rain and flooding across southern India, especially Tamil Nadu, one of the states there in southeast India. And as you can see here, this is the latest satellite imagery. Deep convection here near the center. You can see outflow. You can actually see some shears blowing in from this direction, which is why you can kind of see a lot of the convection being blown off to the west. And lots of heavy rain over Sri Lanka right now. We're getting lots of that rain being blown away from the center of circulation, the convection being blown away from the center of circulation. So that's something that we are watching. We do believe this is at its peak, and we're going to start seeing it weaken, maybe hold its peak a little bit, and then start weakening. But we do believe that it has reached its peak, and it's going to be slowly weakening. We don't think it's going to we don't believe it's going to completely dissipate before making landfall. However, I do in fact believe that it's going to just continue to weaken as it continues to make its way towards India, slowly but surely. Comment any comments, questions, or concerns that you may have. If not, I'm going to end the stream here. I talked about everything, the tornado threat, the flood threat mainly. Wind threat is not going to be a big issue at all. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Peace out.